Okay, so this is a remake of the two videos that I deleted, which means I have to go back to Instagram to find the message from the psychic that got us here. All right, so that's like step number one. So I'm gonna read the message, not so much my reply, but I am gonna read the message, and you guys can be the judge or whatever. All right. And I'm not gonna reveal the psychic's name or anything like that, out of respect for the psychic, because I don't fuck around with psychics. Alright, so that's the psychic's message, and now I'll read the psychics. So, again, this is a remake because of the videos that I initially made. They got interrupted like 3 times, and I didn't want to have to keep remaking it, so I deleted it, and we're gonna go. Hello, Angel. Sorry to bother you. I'm a God gifted psychic advisor, love and spiritualist. Excuse me, specialist. I'm picking up on a lot from pictures. I would love to have an opportunity to read for you. If you are interested, please let me know. Alright, we go down. Now, this came like a couple of days ago. Have you ever had any reading done before, beloved? And there's like double X's and a heart. I said no. I'll let you know when I'm ready, because I'm really not ready to open that box. No. Okay, because I really believe, excuse me, because I really have an important message for you right now. Because I feel bad energy around you, and there's a lot of pain over you, and I think you want a reading. I don't want a reading, but I'm not against it. It's just, again, when it comes to spiritual shit, you got to be real careful at the doors that you open. All right, my ancestor revealed it to me now about the bad spell over you, that you need to do that, and it is very important for you because there is a good great that at this moment. All right, and my answer was, well, I'm a little broke at the moment, um, from helping other people because I gave up some money like about a week or so ago. So I'll get back with you once I can get my funds in order. But thanks for the heads up. I am hunting only one spirit right now, but I don't need answers from any different ones or a few actually. I mean, I do need answers from a different one or a few actually, and by that I'm talking about my native ancestors, which have never come to me in a dream that I can remember. And I say it that way because some dreams you can remember, some of them you can't. My ancestors revealed to me now about a bad spell over you that you need to do that, and it is very important to you because there is a good great. Alright, so that's a repeated message on a Tuesday. Alright, so now we get into the long message at 2:45 a.m. I was knocked slam the fuck out. Though you have a good life future and a good goal, but has passed through hard times. She's factual there. I saw you wandering in a lone place and deciding to be in a solitude as you feelings. She's solid right there. I saw you nervous or scared, unsure what to do about how to move out. You must have been debating something to move. She's almost on point there, except for I'm not scared. Might be a little nervous about a few things, but I'm definitely not scared. And she really kind of hit the nail here. I feel like your mom's having problems with family or someone close to her to see that when you are kids. Okay? My mom has always had some issues, especially when we were kids, but the issues was misguided. So she's a little on point there. And some of your family members are cast a spell on you, and it will make you die young. You have to save. I'm sorry, this person doesn't incorporate English very well. You have you have to save yourself away from that. In other words, you have to save yourself away from that. And this spell will affect your kids in the future if you don't break this at this time around. There is a good, great blessing for you at this moment, but this spell, I see they cast a spell over you, and it will not let you until you break the spell. All right. So my replies first. Thanks for the heads up, but I turned 50 in 22 days, which is now 20 days. Because it's the third day of August, and I turned 50 on the 23rd. As for kids, I have none, and now it's too late for me to consider children. And then it's just repeated, and then she says, okay. Okay, so we got that out the way. Now, last night, you know, I had these things in my ear. Not these exact ones, I had the gray ones. And I was listening to TikTok with this native stuff. And I kept hearing my name. Started off as whispers, whispers, whispers. And then it got loud. And so I woke up. And I looked around. There's nobody in the room but me. And I literally said to whoever or whatever it was, I can't help you right now. Whatever it is you want, I can't help you right now. I went back to sleep. I continued to hear the whispers until I completely blacked out. So I'm not going to tell you guys that spiritual warfare isn't a thing. I'm not going to tell you guys that spirits and things don't exist, because I do believe in God or the Creator. I don't believe in everything in the Bible. Let's put that out there. Yeah, because I do believe in God. But see, I also, you can hold my feet to the fire with this video, and there's another video about it where I also said I straight believe in native deities. I do kind of believe in fairies. I do believe in Bigfoot. I do believe in aliens. I do believe in fucking the Deer Woman. That didn't come out the way it was supposed to be, but I do believe in the fucking Deer Woman. I do believe in the man with hooves. I don't know much about him. I do believe in Wendigo. And I do believe in skinwalkers and the Chupacabra. I do believe in these paranormal things. I know that they have to exist on some level or another, because I've had spiritual warfare with the Witch Rider. You know? And I do believe I did a story in here on this damn YouTube somewhere about the Witch Rider. If I didn't, I will, but I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe more than once. Maybe this story got exaggerated the first time, or maybe it got exaggerated the second time. But I remember that sumbitch because he attacked me from the age of 7 to the age of 15. Between 15 and 14 is the last time I had to deal with this motherfucker. Hasn't been back since. It knows I'm looking for it. You know? I tell you the story about the floating head, where every time I saw it, disaster struck. The first time I saw it, I fell off this mini cliff behind Miss Ruffin's house. The second time I saw it, I almost lost a thumb. The third time I saw it, I almost lost the middle finger. Excuse me, that's a mistake. The third time I saw it, I was buried in a pile, on top of piles, of fish in the walk-in. Then I saw it again, and then I almost cut off my middle finger. So, I will be the last person to tell you not to believe in supernatural stuff or spiritual warfare, because I know I'm not alone. I know that I have experienced it. I know that experiencing the Witch Rider, I kind of brought on myself. This is why I said I don't want to invite anything else in. I invited the Witch Rider in. Alright? That shit was all on me. Because I made fun of my uncle, who was a grown-ass man. He was married to his ex-wife at the time. And I wouldn't let it go. I was a 7-year-old boy. I laughed and laughed and laughed until that motherfucker got me. And I saw it. That first time that it got me, I saw it. And every time after that, couldn't see it. It's gotten me with the lights on. It's gotten me with the lights off. It doesn't matter if I slept on my stomach. It doesn't matter if I slept on my side. The motherfucker got me. No matter what I did to avoid it, I asked people about the Witch Rider. You know, this motherfucker was unavoidable. And then finally one day I reached fuck it, and it ain't never been back since because I touched it. So, I don't know about the voices. I do know that that's not the first time that shit's happened to me. I can't place the voice. I have no idea who the fuck it is. I don't know if it's my father. I don't know if it's my surrogate father. I don't know if it's my stepfather who recently passed, like last year. I know it's not my nephew because he never really called me James, unless he like needed something really bad. I don't think it was my Uncle Bruce. I don't think it was my Uncle Robert Henry. My Uncle Bruce passed before my dad. My Uncle Robert Henry passed either right before my stepfather or right after my stepfather. So I don't know if it's any of them. All right, but I know what I heard, and I every now and again I do hear the voices. I only hear them when I'm asleep. I don't hear them when I'm completely conscious. And when you are asleep, you are conscious. You're just not completely conscious. A lot of people say they can't hear when they sleep, and I say, oh, you can hear. You just don't know you can hear because you have been taught all your life that you can't hear in your sleep. It's the same thing with like the TVs, how you have to sleep with the TV on. I can sleep with the TV on, sleep with the TV off. I know that after a couple of paranormal experiences and after seeing the movie Poltergeist, I stopped sleeping with the fucking TV on because I didn't want no hands coming out of the TV and I didn't want to get sucked into the closet and have to fight a tree or a freaking baby doll. No, that was not like remotely close to being an option. So, you live and you learn from these things so that you don't have to keep fearing the unknown. But the thing about ghosts and spirits is that some ghosts can't cross running water. Some spirits can't cross running water. The Witch Rider ain't one of those things. Because as far as I know, that if a spirit wants you, it will come for you. Whether you like it or not, it will come for you. I'm watching Family Feud, by the way, in case you want to know why I was saying that. And I've learned this with the Witch Rider. So, the voices, though, this isn't the first time I've heard them. It's also not the first time that I told them that I could not help them. Because, like I tell people, I am not the chosen one. And if I was the chosen one, I choose to not be the chosen one. Pick somebody better for the fucking job. Because I'm not that guy. Now, you have to understand these things. Spiritual warfare. Try to word this correctly. Because there are people in my family who are slightly clairvoyant. Or slightly psychic. Or whatever the hell you want to call them. Just know that my family has certain gifts. It's not something I talk about. When I was a kid, I had a little bit stronger. As I got to adulthood, I had somewhat gifts, but I've also taught myself how to not see these things. All right. So I don't know if I can see in or out of the veil. I don't know if I can tell you what's gonna happen tomorrow. Because if that was the case, my life would have turned out this bad. Because they always talk about, well, psychics can see the future, but they can't see their own future. I like to call bullshit on that, but I mean, I could be wrong. Everybody's different. I am not a psychic, though, so it is what it is. But I will tell you, I have had some experiences. Most of them, I'm not able to explain. But I'm not that guy that's going to sit here and tell you that your feelings and shit are not valid. I'm not that guy. I'd be the first motherfucker to tell you, you may want to get a spiritual advisor. You may want to get somebody who knows more about the shit than me. But understand this. There are things beyond human understanding that we are or aren't meant to know. And very few people are chosen. This is the same reason why people say, would you rather deal with an alien or would you rather deal with Bigfoot? I will take Bigfoot. Alright? You can have the aliens. Because they have every intention and every means to take you off this fucking planet. I feel a hell of a lot safer with an angry Bigfoot than I do with an alien who wants to stick something up my butt. Alright? So, we are going to say this spiritual warfare is a thing. And the main reason I had deleted the other two videos, I only needed one video to go into all the shit that I'm going into. And, if you choose not to believe it, I ain't gonna be mad at you because, one, I can't make you believe something I believe because you're not me. You can't make me believe something you believe because I'm not you. Can we convince each other that we are both right? You don't have to convince me because I know for a fact 2 to 5 things can be right at the same time. It's just on where you were at that time. 5 people can see 5 different vantage points of 5 different things, and it'd only be one event, and all of them could tell you exactly what they saw, and still be dead fucking wrong from the event that actually happened because people's point of view gets shifted depending on your stress level. If you're in the middle of a goddamn firefight, or people shooting at your neighborhood, you're gonna know, all right, these goddamn bullets was flying everywhere. All we could do was dive. Now, you're gonna know about that, and everybody in the block's pretty much gonna say the same thing. Except for that brave idiot that's looking at the motherfucker that's trying to shoot everybody. So, you're gonna figure that, I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. That just some strange shit that just happened. It's like my whole left side of my face like kind of fell asleep for a split second. So that's the best I can tell you is that my left eye is like, I'm going to sleep now. Anyway, I'm good, but there are things in this world that we will find in the ramifications of times. Just like the people are coming out with the alien stuff and all that shit. I'm not putting none of that shit past nobody. But at that same time, I'm not going to read more into it than necessary either. And that's the things that we all have to keep in mind when we are in places where things like that happen. Now I'm going to do a spiritual whatever I just did here on TikTok, just not the entire details. I'm just gonna talk about the voices. I feel like I need a nap. But at the same time, I want to finish this video. At that same time, you gotta know where you stand. You gotta know what to do, when to do, how to do. And more importantly, you need to make sure that you do it right the first time so you don't have to go back to doing it again. That being said, I am Echo Fan Grey Wolf. Please be safe out there. I don't come here to make you change your mind on anything. Anything. Because I also know for a fact that there's nothing impossible. And that anything and everything can go wrong when you are in these situations. But at the end of the day, your choice is your choice. Thank you for watching. I'm sorry I had to get through that with my eyes closed. They literally just felt like lid was on my eyes. Like they were just like heavy as fuck. So, that being said, I'm your host, Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Comfort Havoc number 2. Be seeing you. Thank you for giving me 18 minutes and some change of your time.